And welcome back. This is Kotow for map 2 for this TSA. Last map we had a great match on Bloody Lane, so now we got a pry forward here. So the Union's going to look for some payback. Right now we got a 200 server pop on pry forward, 101 on the defending CSA team, and 99 on the Union. Let's take a look at these two teams. I'll start out with Union Arty. So we got Lieutenant Mattis from 42nd on one gun, and Sarmate Japan's on another. And it looks like Mingo from the 5th U.S. is also on a gun here. So we got 3 gun teams here for the Union. For the infantry team here, it looks like we've got 42nd PA, led by Lieutenant Kilroy and Captain Hood. We've got Tiberius leading the 83rd PVI. We've got Captain Joker leading the 19th Indiana. We've got Major Cawthon leading the 13th Georgia. Lieutenant Parker leading the NYV. And Lieutenant Bubba Cat leading the GB 22 VA. All right. They are live at 43, so they'll already be starting, but I'm still going to do intros here for a second. All right, we got Lieutenant Ranch from the SR leading the battery for the CSA. Then we've got Lieutenant Viking leading the MSG. Let's see, we've got Sergeant Johnson leading the 1st VA. Legion Colonel leading the PB. We've got Knight leading the 8th Georgia. And we've got Lieutenant Arkley and Major Hazard leading the EB. I believe that's everybody. If I missed you, I do apologize. Yell at me in the comments. But we are off. All right, so looking at this initial setup here, looks like MSG is going to guard the Arty, and the rest of the CSA team is going to flood into the left side here. Let's see, the Union's going to be crossing the river here. We'll see how they set up. Check my mic was still on. All right. Let's see, we got some initial movement. Who is out front? It is Captain Hood with the 42nd. All right, to his right, he does have 19th Indiana with Captain Joker. Let's see, going towards the left here, we have Parker and the NYV. Let's see, rest of the Union. All right, let's see who's moving out here. GB moving out. I think 83rd is mixed in here as well. Here's 20th. Here's Hankel. 13th Georgia. Cawthorn's mixed in there. There's Tiberius right behind Captain Hood. Let's see. So the CSA is definitely weighted to this side. They've set up in multiple sectors. You got 8th Georgia here in the center.
2 ranks, guys. 2 ranks.
To his left here, you got 1st Virginia. And further on the left here, we've got PB joined by SR. And then on the far side, we have EB. Looks like EB is going to be the first one to engage. And they're going to get a return volley here from the 42nd, I believe. This is some open terrain here. And they're going to get chewed up pretty quickly here by these Union units here staying out in the open. We got Legion here. I think Legion is in a better position. You can see he's kind of in the defilade here, while EB is out in the open here a bit. We will see how they develop. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Parker trying to get the flank here, but he's been spotted here by Knight and the 8th Georgia.
Automatic close, boys. Automatic close.
Parker has the Cav. Parker's also now in a sandwich. You got MSG. You can see him behind. And the Arty has a great view. But here comes 1st VA. They say, we know how to do Cav. And they chase off Lieutenant Parker and his boys. And in fact, even if he didn't do it, here was MSG was going to close the trap on him. And that is it for the Cav. They are wiped out. They're going to have to restart up the top. Meanwhile, you can see EB has taken a lot of fire from this combined Union assaults here. And this is a hell of a Union line here that has been set up.
Pew pew. Mama.
Can't even fucking see him from this angle.
Same.
All right, we do have some movement up. Who is going up here? It is Hood. He's going to try to capture this first angle here. He's got PB in front of him.
Line, close blue flag, left. Left, west.
He's going to deal with 8th Georgia first, though. And get a pretty good volley off into him. And coming up behind him is 83rd. Now they move to capture the rocks here. Here comes 19th Indiana. They have moved up to get an angle. The key to this right now is concentration of fire. So the units are going to have to pick a single target and make it melt. And then move on to the next one. If you're just exchanging fire, each unit at another unit, it's really not going to work out in your favor. You need to concentrate your fire.
Enemy right. Cover the friendly retreat. You should have friendly.
Nice snipe.
Oh my god. Well, friendlies are coming together.
So far, the CSA is holding it, but you can see they're starting to lose some tickets. As is the Union, though, to be honest with you. See, now 19th Indiana is going to kind of come back in, and the Union is kind of stacked up here. You do have 12th MA, a bit of a skirmish line out here on the left. They might be served well by just continuing to rotate and kind of just bounding. Just kind of like send one unit bound, establish a position, send another unit bound out to those rocks over there and kind of just squeeze out the CSA. Because once you get over here, you can see that that little terrain no longer favors the CSA and they're outflanked. That is an option, not the only one. Let's see, Captain Hood is moving out. Oh, we do have some action over here, though. And the Cav here, Parker, wants revenge here against MSG. And here he comes. He's going to charge off the poor MSG and shoot them in the back. In the meantime, 83rd has rotated out to this left side here to get some flanking fire into the 8th Georgia. Legion is going to redeploy to try to deal with them. He doesn't have too many men here. And Parker's also loose in the back end now. We'll have to see what he does. He might just want to shoot the Artie, but knowing Parker, no, he doesn't. He wants blood. Tip of the spear, they tell me. I do like this open order that First VA has. You got EB in the rear there. Already coming in. So you still got some mirroring. Union's going to have to be careful. They are getting very close to cap. Yeah, there it is. You got to be aware of that, which is fine for there for a second here. Yet they moved off of it. I don't think they want to cap this early, so that's just something to be aware with. You're moving all the way to that side here. So far, I'd say the engagement is going the Union way. They are, it's a bit of a fight, but it's about even. No, I did lose. All right, so the Cav got pasted over here. It kind of got stuck on these rocks. So I missed that fight here, but it's too late now. It's too late. You can try to get away. MSG is just going to shoot you in the back. And then First VA is going to finish you off. First VA doesn't like other people having Cav. I've noticed this. Whoever Cav is, First VA will be like, no. You want to be Cav, we'll show you how to do it. All right, let's see. We have a attack here by 40. No. One guy attacked. The rest pulled back. Again, not going bad so far for the Union team. I don't think it's going too bad for the CSA either, but at this pace, the Union is going to win, in my opinion, if this pace keeps up. They're just taking too many casualties. The Union has too much of a command of the field close enough to point. They're going to have to figure out a way to change up this battlefield a little bit. They're just going to get boxed in over here. Brad, get down. CSA hit engage, 34 minutes. See, now we got First VA out on this side here, and they are going toe-to-toe with Henkel in the 20th MA. Along with Joker here from the 19th Indiana. Also getting shot at from, what's his 8th Georgia over here? No, it's EB.
Sounds good.
EB getting some good shots in as well. Here's Knight.
Shots.
Oh, Gomer. No!
Definitely.
Knight is going to try to escape this counterattack here by Hood. And Hood has made him pay for that little maneuver he did. I will say this side over here has now thinned out quite a lot. Do have the Cav over here, which is always a danger here. So Parker's, even though, he's dying, I like what he's doing. He is always making sure the CSA is never secure on this flank here. And he is fine with dying. And I think he understands he has a ticket advantage, he can do it. And he's also making use of these carbines here with open order and skirmishing, so he gets the same reload team. And he is just going to shoot into the back here of 8th Georgia. They haven't even turned to fight him yet. Now they're starting to.
Nah, don't worry, bro. It's the Wild West.
And with that, 42nd is going to charge in against 8th Georgia here. Maneuvering off of that base of fire that the Cav NYV was able to give them. So a good attack here by NYV. Looks like PB's going to try to staunch the bleeding here and kind of chase him off. But the damage has been done. And you can see they are just more and more getting into a box. Again, you got decent combat power over here. You got First VA, you got EB. You do have this island down here with 19th Indiana and 20th MA, but if you can resecure this side,
Thank you.
look at this. Look at where they are on that hill. I can shoot from these rocks right into that hill, backside of that, and they can't maintain that position. This map is very much all about positional warfare, in my opinion. It's all about, already coming in, messing up the Cav here. So right now the Cav is drawing a lot of fire here, so I might consider maneuvering out of here. In fact, do we have an attack developing? Looks like EB is starting to think about one.
Get that flag, Corporal Fry. I knew it. That flag up.
Major Hazard in front, leading the way. I think this is a good plan here, but okay, Hood has seen the issue, and he has reacted to it. EB is going to need some help, because they're about to get slammed here by this 83rd, 42nd team. Although a good retreat here in order by 20th and 13th. Now here comes Hood. He needs some help. Is it coming in? Legion is actually maneuvered in a decent position to give him overwatch. Good shots by PB and Legion. So they will hold this position here, although not by much. This element here could probably push them off if they wanted to. Although they do have reinforcements coming in here. But no leadership.
That flag up. Somebody get this flag up.
Back in the rocks, guys. Bit of fire, guys.
Unless Major Cawthorn is there. Yeah, he just doesn't have an officer. They do have leadership there. Cawthorn is there. He's just not taking an officer slot. So.
Virginia back.
West Virginia back on these rocks here. Let's see, 29 minutes. That did cost the CSA quite a lot here. And at the end of the day, the Union despite that Artie coming in, retains the key position of these rocks. They almost took it. They just didn't quite have enough punch. And it was a good counterattack there by 42nd and 83rd to hold it. Ooh, Artie's shot coming in.
About that.
Okay, let's go there.
I'm still alive.
I am a
Hey,
man.
You can see the CSA is almost at taking losses at 28 minutes. Quite a bit remaining here. You do have MSG who's been trying to stop you know, the elements over here. Now, okay, I like this. So now GB is over here to deal with the MSG. That kind of frees up Parker and his boys. Where is he? Here's Mattis. All right, there's GB. I haven't seen Parker yet. I don't follow the guns too much. Let's see if I get some shots in here for some of these guns here. We got a few seconds here. It's 42nd's gun. Here's Mingo's gun. Let's see. Anybody shooting? Come on, I'm watching you guys. This is one you want to shoot. No, they're all getting their cannons in order. Out here for the CSA already. Got anybody getting ready for a shot? No, no. No, doesn't look like it. I'll check back with Artie in a little bit. See if I can catch him doing a shot. It's kind of tough with this map, just where the infantry is and where the Artie is. But I will do my best to try to give some coverage to Artie. And still long distance shooting. There's a shot coming in. Kind of scaring the 42nd here. They're taking a lot of, attracting a lot of Artie fire. You shoot yet, Mingo? Nope. Alright. Alright, so here comes a Union attack. This is dangerous. It is going over point. I don't know if they're looking to cap.
Try to spread out a little bit.
Make sure you're not capping run through.
Alright, so while that attack is going on, here comes 8th Georgia here. Trying to retake what I think is the key position, along with 1st VA. See now, let's see how well they can restrain the 42nd. These guys need to come in and help if they want to hold this. Because I don't think 8th Georgia, if that charge, can withstand this 83rd or 42nd charge. Yep. Yeah, the CSA that was up on top here did not move out to assist. Unfortunately, that means the Union is going to retain that position. And oh, by the way, I got a secondary problem here with NYV kind of putting you in a box here. So Hazard is, though, going to try to deal with the Cav at the very least here. We'll see if he can knock out Mr. The problem is to try to attack this with the pistols. They can really make you pay for this attack here.
Fire charge, boys. Fire charge.
See how much damage they're doing with these pistols. So I would rather deal with these. I would not charge the Cav like this out in the open. You can see what they could do to you. EB was a much bigger unit here. And look at that. Won't say an easy victory, but a pretty significant victory there for the Cav. And now Legion is completely isolated. And if he charges out the, well, the Cav might be out of ammo on pistols. That might be the only saving grace. But yeah, I would fight them at distance, even with the carbines. I would stay out of that pistol range. See what they're doing right now? They're just popping them from distance. So I think Legion has the right idea to deal with the Cav. Unless you can catch them unawares, because, yeah. Like right now, here, this attack by First VA might be able to finish them off here.
That's a friendly.
But you can see how close the CSA is now onto breaking here. And they're not even really in a good position to contest the point. Meanwhile, Union's got plenty of time. Here comes Hood, bringing his men back in. And here's Joker, who's going to move back to that key piece of terrain over there. Legion is trying to get his men. He's got his men in a decent position to overwatch point here. We got Viking here moving up here to kind of have an overwatch. You still got, who is this down here? 8th Georgia is now taking a position over on this side to try to get some decent shots on the Union on the hill.
I can't see through the smoke. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see. Do we got some Artie here? Who's shooting here? Is this GB? Heyman? Here's GB overwatching the Artie. Mr. Mattis. Who else we got over here? Usually I'm better at catching them shooting. I'm having a lot of trouble catching them shooting this time.
I think they just friendly TK.
I thought that was us.
I'm having a lot of trouble catching them. Alright, so now you see the CSA is kind of in this open space here, but there's nobody really, once they hit breaking, you know, the Artie's trying to keep this 42nd and 83rd honest. But once these elements out here, like Joker's 19th Indiana, a few more shots, they'll get them onto breaking, and then that element right there will just pop over the hill and cap.
Get in formation,
In fact, I would have Artie hold off a little bit, not even shoot right now. Just wait for them to expose themselves and kind of have the shot dialed in. Because it's going to be pretty key, those Artie shots,
Call back.
to stop that cap. Is Hood getting a little pop shot off here against PB, against Mr. Legion.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
Enemies
Didn't take too long, and here we go, right on point. This is where you need the Artie to come in and hit him.
They are breaking.
Although Hood, I think, is doing a wise decision. He's not going to sit there. He's going to kind of drag it out a little bit.
Holding my load.
There's that Artie shot trying to get him.
I'm down.
Caddy, no.
Who's this over here? NYV. Kind of restraining this element here. Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh no, my Archie is broken.
I would not charge the cab in the open like this, as I've said. I don't know about this.
Yep, kill him.
Hood went off the left.
They're all officers, Cat.
Kind of surprised the Union isn't just cresting, wiping them out, and capping to end it. I'll be honest, I think they could right now without too much difficulty. They have the manpower, and the CSA is not really set up to contest it. You got these LPB and First VA, but they would not be able to stand up against all these units here that are arrayed against them. And now you've let the Cav get back in. And now you got EB that's joined the line, so that's pretty good here. Good shots here. Who was shooting this? Shots here from Mr. Joker. And the 19th. This Union's just going to try to get him to the last stand here.
They're getting fucked up.
That appears to be the plan at the moment. See, now the CSA is in a decent place to hold it, but not for 17 minutes. So we have a CSA attack. Interesting. So EB is chasing off this 42nd 83rd, but they're about to go into the guns of the Cav right here. So EB has succeeded in that attack, although they've got to be careful about getting too strung out here. Cav is on their right, and they are going to make those pistols felt here momentarily. Yep, there comes Parker. He smells blood. Now with those pistols, he's going to give them their back.
Oh, second.
Hey, George is going to try to hold him, but now you got the pistol meat grinder here. And it's going to do some damage. See the Cav alone against virtually the entire team with these pistols, and they've knocked him down into the last stand. MSG is going to come in and hit him in the flank, though. But they have done their damage. 2 arty shots coming in just a little bit over. And the Cav is wiped out, but oh man, here comes Hood. And now he can just kind of crest this hill and wipe out what's left. See if the CSA can hold him. So far, they're doing okay.
Charging there, Virginia.
CSA is holding it. Oh, charging in. That's. I'm not quite sure I understand the charging in. They might. I don't understand the reason for it. One of you guys might have to explain it to me. Why not just kind of get them into this crossfire zone you've set up right here? Once you flood in here, I can't use this crossfire that you've set up.
If you got a rifle, get up.
Williams look like a
Pistol, hell yeah, get
right now. Williams right. That's right, Williams.
Look at their foot.
He is coming in. Here comes 13th Georgia. Major Cawthon bringing his men in.
Get in there. Let's go. Don't stay here. We're gonna go back down. Let's go. Forward. Let's go.
Oh no, we're
If you
moving.
got a rifle, move
Charge,
forward.
yeah,
Move
charge.
forward.
At least I get 20,000 meters on the map. At least.
Where do you want
Hold boy, boys.
We got a Matt coming in left oblique.
Here I come from the west.
All right.
This should be it.
Northwest line.
close to the north as well.
Like down.
We old. That's on the right. On the right, boys.
So we do have a final attack here from a couple organized CSA units, and this already can make itself felt. Again, maintain that kill box for the CSA. Get the Union down. I wouldn't charge in right now, to be honest with you. I'd just shoot him out for a little bit. Oh, here comes Parker. This is the problem now. Oh, Parker has now got the flank on you. And he's going to go in with those pistols and disrupt anything you might have had here. And this will do it. That little attack. Everybody going in now. They'll probably get him on the final push. We'll see. It'll be close.
Draw saber, draw saber.
And that is it. And that is a Union victory. So we have a 1-1 match, which is always good to see. This second time, let's see. Little uncoordinated on the attacks. There were some nice counterattacks, but I think the CSA never really fully committed. I think, you know, sometimes they would go after that key terrain on that left side, the CSA left, Union right, but they would never really fully commit to it, and then, you know, they would just lose men and not take the terrain, you know, which is like the worst of all options. Great attacks by the NYV with the Cav. Several other good units doing a lot of good attacks as well. Artie was decent. I saw a lot of good Artie shots coming in. It's hard for me to cover it today. I'm not quite sure why, but definitely a fun match. I also like Pride 4. That's another one of my favorite maps. But that's all I got for tonight. Hope you all enjoyed. This is Kotal signing off.